Today, we're going to be upgrading my favorite G-Shock watch and bringing it back to life. I've owned this DW5600 for a bit over 10 years now, and it's definitely got its battle scars. I thought about buying one in a different color, but then a better idea struck me. Why not build my own custom G-Shock? That's what we're going to be doing today. I have some new bezels and straps to replace the old beat-up ones and add some color to the watch. This is my first video building a watch, but it's definitely not going to be my last. I'm waiting on delivery for some really good looking parts to build a Rolex Submariner inspired dive watch, but with a twist. When I was searching online for G-Shock parts, I had a few ideas in mind on what I wanted and decided to use Aliexpress. There are a lot of really great options to choose from, and the main criteria I had on which to pick came down to reviews. I wanted to make sure I bought quality parts, and finding products with a lot of good reviews was important. Ultimately, it came down to two different colors, and I couldn't decide, so I chose to pick both. I need all of your help to decide which one looks best, so make sure to comment on which is your favorite. The two colors I picked is a really cool camo in a gray and black combination, and the other in green. They came with both the bezel and the strap, and conveniently also came with tools and extra screws to make things easy. Both the strap and the bezel is secured by two screws, which are real straightforward and easy to remove. Going into this build, my only main concern was how good a quality these parts from AliExpress was going to be, and after comparing them to the OEM Casio parts, there's not really any noticeable differences. So that is great to see. I always thought Camo G-Shocks looked great, but was always a bit hesitant to buy one. I thought this custom build would be a great opportunity to see how it looks in person. I like the gray and black combo since it doesn't stand out too much, but offers enough contrast and colors to give it a little pop. I'm a bit pleasantly surprised on how similar the AliExpress parts compare to the original. They both feel the same and definitely a lot cheaper replacing a couple parts than buying a new watch. That's the thing with G-Shocks, and a big part of its mass appeal. They are incredibly durable. Now that we have the bezel on, let's get the strap connected and see how it looks all together. This DW5600 wasn't my first G-Shock. It was the G100 1BV, which I still own and enjoy wearing. I like how it has a rounded case as opposed to the Casioak style octagon shapes we see on a lot of the square G-Shocks. There we have it. The bezel and strap are now both on the watch, and this camo combination looks absolutely awesome. There's no way anyone could tell these are aftermarket parts, though long-term durability will need to be tested. I'm loving this look, and it's exactly what I imagined, but let's remove it so we could take a look and see how the green compares. I typically gravitate towards very monochrome colors, black and grays, so this will be exciting to see how the green looks once I get it all connected. Between all the G-Shocks I've owned, I've never had any issues. They have been beat up, banged, dropped, and worn as daily companions for years, but never broken, torn, or even needed a battery replacement. It's really awesome to see how much G-Shock has grown into one of the most popular watch brands. Wherever I go, I often see someone wearing one. It's interesting how G-Shock came about. The original design was built around the triple 10 concept. 10-meter free-fall endurance, 10-bar water resistance, and a 10-year battery life. This principle guided the development of the first G-Shock model, the DW5600, released in 1983. I don't know if any of you have seen this yet, but G-Shock recently released a really cool limited edition manga version that has a 2D effect. If you have not checked it out, you definitely need to. It sold out immediately, so sadly I was not able to buy one, and now I'm fighting the temptation to hop on eBay and buy one resale. To anyone who has ever considered modding a G-Shock or watching this video and interested in doing one yourself, I say go for it. The parts are inexpensive, they look great, and it's really easy to install. Also, since there are no metal parts on the watch, you can't scratch anything replacing them, which takes a lot of the stress away. I'll admit, I don't really use many of the functions on my G-Shocks much. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing I rarely ever use any of the functions on the watch, aside from seeing the time and date. But that's okay. I don't use my dive watches to go diving, so at least I'm consistent. That's what's so awesome about watches though. They could serve different purposes for different people. Some need and rely on a tool watch to help them fly a plane or time a race car, while others, like myself, wear a watch because they look great and in a way, a reflection of our personality. This is going to be a tough decision to decide which one I like best. Between the camo and the green, which is your favorite? I hope you all had fun with this video and seeing an old and loyal G-Shock come back to life with the makeover. That's all the time that I have. I'll see you next time.